Hi, my name is Julia Sandor. I'm here with Lauren Laudick, and she's a teammate on the Hot Shots Arizona team. So we're going to start off by asking her a few questions about her softball career. So Lauren, what got you started in softball?
It's actually like kind of a funny story. I originally didn't really want to play softball. I just liked going to my sister's games and playing on the playground. So one day my sister's team actually didn't have enough players like for the season. So my mom was like, "Lauren, do you want to play?" I was like, "No." And so I eventually had to, but ever since then I fell in love with the sport and I just like love the team aspect of it, and like it's like all my friends are like my sisters, so I love hanging out with them and just love the sport.
So I know you said like everybody's like a family kind of on this team. So how does that atmosphere get you to play better every day and on the field?
It helps so much having like such good chemistry with my team. Like all of us get along so well, and we just have so many like funny inside jokes, which I think helps us like play better because it keeps us more relaxed. And so I feel like when you're like more loose and relaxed, it like just helps you like play better and feel better instead of being like nervous all the time.
And then, so say you don't have your teammates on the field, who else is inspiring you and pushing you to play every day?
Definitely my sister. She's like one of my biggest like role models in my life. She is just a year older than me, so we're super close, and she plays college softball. So I was thankful to play her last year of club ball, which was last year. I was so thankful to play with her. So she's kind of my biggest like influence. Like she always has been since she's like older than me, and like we've been so close. So
And so I know everything was kind of cut short this year. So besides that happening, how was your season going before everything happened with Corona?
with school ball. Oh yeah, our school season was going really well. I feel like we had a good chance of winning state again. Our team, I go to O'Connor, so we started out the season really well and had good chemistry as well on that team. So I think it was going really well until Corona, but I'm excited for the next year.
Yeah, so I know you're going to be a senior, or you are a senior now. So what are you looking to do this year when it comes to colleges and recruiting and stuff like that?
So I'm currently looking into schools. I'm looking at the East Coast to go to college, so we'll see how that goes. I'm just trusting the process right now, since it's hard to get like seen with like no coaches being able to travel. So we'll see. But this obviously helps all the recordings and stuff. Like it's really easy to get seen, and a lot of coaches have told me this is the best they've ever seen. Like compared to like some club teams having like one camera and like nobody commentating. Like this is like the best they've ever seen, which I think is cool. And it's really cool to look back like after the games and be able to rewatch them.
Yeah, so when it comes to the streaming, like you were just saying, are you taking a lot from that? Like, so you're watching yourself play? Are you learning how to improve and everything like that?
Yeah, totally. I every like after the games I go back and watch my at bats, see what I could do better, and like I screen record them and send them to coaches. And I think it's so useful because like I think honestly a lot of times coaches can't even travel without like COVID, like they can't go to every tournament. So I think it's like a really useful tool to be able to like show them the videos, and so like they can even stay home even if there wasn't COVID and they could watch, which I think it's super useful and it's really awesome.
So now we're going to go into more about you. What makes you so unique compared to your other teammates? Because, you know, not everybody's the same and you want to make yourself stand out. So.
Yeah. I think something unique about myself is like I'm kind of like crazy, I guess, but I always try to like turn things positive and have fun. I know like one of the things I do to like try to have fun is I make like weird nicknames for people. Like Macy, I call her Ham Dog. I call AJ Anna Maria, which isn't really her name, but I call her that. I just like to call people like funny things and like just try to like lighten the mood. Like even if like somebody's not doing too well, like I will like try to cheer them up and like make them laugh. And I feel like that definitely helps me play better and like just makes me like still love the sport after playing it for so long.
Do you have a nickname? I know you give everybody else one, but do you have one?
I do have one. I have a couple actually. One of them is just Lauren, like it's just like Lorn, which is funny. But yeah, I have a couple that people call me, but usually I just like to call people funny names.
Okay, so back to colleges. What are you looking for in a school? What are your like key things you're looking for or thinking about?
So I want to be a vet. So I'm looking for a school that either has biology or like pre-vet majors. And I also want a minor in business, which most schools have. But mostly I'm just looking for that as a major. Coaches that I really like and that I think will help push me to be better. And obviously like different weather than Arizona that's like cool. And I really like the East Coast. So just looking for somewhere has a different vibe than Arizona. But I do love Arizona and I plan to like live here after college. So.
Yeah, I definitely get that. I'm an East Coast person, so if you're interested in a college, what are you going to be like, what are you going to be telling them if a college coach came up to you and they asked you, you know, what sets you apart? Like, how are you going to sell yourself to that coach?
I would just tell them that I work really hard, and since like I've always been like kind of smaller, I always like have like had to push myself harder and work harder than a lot of other people that are naturally built for softball. So I think that's like a big separation from me. Like I've just always had to like work hard to try to get into the starting lineup of whatever team I'm on. Also, just like being positive, I think that like helps. Like, and I think coaches like to see positivity, like in the dugout and like even on and off the field. Like when we were doing the home run derby, like even when I wasn't hitting, I just like to try to be like crazy and loud and like cheer on my teammates. Like my throat hurt so bad from yelling, but it was fun, and
Definitely.
so yeah.
So I know also school and softball are hand in hand. So you need to have a good GPA, and I know you and a bunch of other girls on the team do a really good job with that. How do you balance being a scholar athlete?
So I definitely put my academics first because I've just always been focused on having a good GPA to like try to get academic scholarships in college. So obviously like I like work hard in both school and softball, but I always put my school first just because I know like that's what's going to really help me in the long run. Like because I want to like go to college, I want to get into vet school, and like so I think GPA even in high school like is really going to help me.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna go back to more of the fun stuff. So, what can you tell me what your favorite softball moment or memory was that you could think of?
I have a lot, but one of them I can remember is, well, honestly, this is like weird, but every time we're in a hotel, like, and hanging out as a team, I feel like that's just like the funnest moments. Like, definitely going to PGF, I guess it was a year ago. That was like a fun time. Like, we all got to like go to the beach and like hang out like at the pier. But like, honestly, the moments, like the small moments that like you don't think are gonna like, you're gonna remember, but you really do, like, for a long time. I feel like those are like honestly the best moments. And like, helping like they help you really like bond as a team and get closer. Like I know our team, like our first tournament in Payson, we all hung out in like someone's hotel room, and like it was honestly like one of the best times like I've had with this team. And it's just like the little things that like stick out, but like you don't really think you're gonna like remember them, but you really do. Like I'm probably gonna remember that for a long time because it's just really fun.
Yeah, memories like those I feel like always last so long, and it's so nice to have a team that you have to like share that with. Okay, so now another one that's kind of fun. Do you have any pregame traditions? Anything you do, eat, watch, listen?
Honestly, I don't really. I'm not very like superstitious. Like some things like I don't really think about. Like I always either do like with my hair. This is like kind of weird, but if I do good the day before wearing a ribbon, then I will have to wear that ribbon. Like, but mostly it's like I don't really have any like superstitions. Like usually I'll eat something light before a game. Like I don't really like have to like eat something specific, or I don't know. But I honestly don't. Like a lot of people I know have like superstitions. Like if they don't do this, they're gonna play bad. But honestly, just go with the flow.
That's a good answer. Do you have any? If you had to choose like one athlete, if it was softball player, baseball player, or anything else, who would you pick or compare yourself to?
Oh, compare myself to? If I compared myself to someone, I would compare myself to my sister because I feel like we're kind of like the same person. But I do know an athlete I really look up to is Haley Cruz. She plays for Oregon. Like I think she's kind of like the same as me. I think she like was always kind of smaller and like had to work really hard. But she's a super good athlete and like kind of the same like vibes as me. She's always crazy and always dancing. So I think like I definitely like look up to her a lot, and like we kind of have the same like characteristics, I guess.
Yeah, that's a really good answer. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you one more. And just on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate like your determination to succeed and be a good teammate and player all around?
Oh, definitely like 1,000 because I don't like know where I'd be if I didn't work as hard as I do, and if I wasn't determined. Like if I like wasn't determined, I don't think I'd even play the sport anymore. Like, but my like goals are so big that I have to work really hard, and I have to like always be like focused and on my A game. So I think that really helps, and yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, well, thanks for speaking with me, Lauren.
Thank you.
You did really well. It was
Thank
really
you.
nice getting to know you.